It's Lord Blackadder.
Such a crush on him.
I've got a plan, and it's as hot as my pants! Oh, good.
The entire second series in one night.
Gosh.
Cross my heart and hope to be spanked until my bottom goes purple.
What are you meant to be?
Pencil case.
Blackadder the Second. Rule.
It's fantastic.
Gosh, you've got nice legs.
Now!
Saturday from 8 on UKGold.
New drama on UKGold.
She's brought me back to life.
He's left me. We must know each other and love each other. I feel guilty.
It's you I'm glad I've met.
You lied to me all this time.
Oh, I can't keep in trousers.
The premiere of Close Relations, tonight 9:40 on UKGold.
Now, UKGold leads you through the familiar lobby of the Crossroads Motel. Classic soap.
Sydney.
The early bombs come up again then. One broke a pile down in Sussex. It's always Sussex, isn't it?
Oh, you going, dear?
Yeah.
Enjoy that?
Thank you.
Jolly good then. See you
Fine.
tonight. Bye-bye, dear. Sydney,
That
if
one
I
there,
tell
yeah.
you something in confidence...
Essex, too. Nothing in Warwickshire, you notice that?
Oh, Benny, your breakfast's on the table.
No, I'm not hungry. Not feeling poorly, are you, lad?
No. There's quite a few bugs about. Lorraine was saying she'd seen quite a few cases.
And there ain't nobody bad at motel neither.
I'm not saying there is, Benny, but you've just got to be a bit careful, that's all. Sydney, would you pass me those dishes if they're finished with, please?
Yeah, OK. Come on, son, get your food. It's getting cold. You sure you're all right?
Yeah, I don't tell lies, you know.
No one's suggesting you tell lies. It's just that I feel there's something wrong, that's all.
If I say I ain't done nothing, then I ain't. And people shouldn't go round saying I have when I ain't.
What did they say you've said?
Nothing. I told him that.
Who?
Nobody.
And did nobody believe you?
Well, he had to, didn't he? Because I don't tell lies.
Morning.
Oh, good morning, lovey. Now sit down, I'll do you a nice body. Sydney, could you make Anne-Marie a fresh pot of tea, please? Because she's a little bit under the weather. Now, how many slices can you manage?
Nothing to eat for me, thanks. I didn't sleep too well last night.
Well, I'm not surprised.
Everybody's sick in this house or something, or what?
No, Anne-Marie's just got a little personal problem, that's all.
Well, she ought to get together with Benny, because he's got a face as long as a fiddle.
Sydney?
There was a time I could get up in the morning, come down, and read my paper in peace.
Now, look, see what you've done.
Oh, hi, Stella.
Hi.
I was supposed to report to Mr. Darby. Is he in yet?
No, he's not in yet.
Oh, I see. Well, is there anything I can do whilst I'm waiting?
Not really.
Stella, ring the rugby club, agree to special rates.
Okay.
Hi, how are you? Your first day with us?
That's right. I feel like the new boy in school.
I'm sure you will do a splendid job if your previous efforts are anything to go by.
Thanks very much, Sarah. I'll certainly do my best.
We don't take over the morning shift until 8:30.
Oh, yeah, I know that, Mr. Darby. I just thought I'd get in a bit early, you know, just to suss the job out.
An excellent precedent.
Well, as it is now only 20 minutes past 8, Monsieur Arnaud, it can hardly be said that I'm late.
No one's suggesting you are late, Mr. Darby. In fact, I think that would be unheard of, wouldn't it? Good luck, Roy.
Thank you.
just feel so stupid. I should never have gone rushing out like that.
No, Sidney shouldn't have opened his big mouth.
No, it wasn't his fault. Everything just suddenly got on top of me. Still, I suppose I'd better turn out for work. I don't want to add unemployment to my problems.
Not before you've had a nice piece of toast and a hot cup of tea. You can't go off without anything inside you. Especially in your...
What? In my condition, you mean?
Now, you mustn't be bitter, dear. The mother's feelings affect the unborn baby now. That's a known fact. And you don't want an unhappy baby.
I don't want a baby at all. No, that's not true. I want a family of my own more than I want anything else in the world. It's all I've ever wanted. But I want a home of my own and a man of my own to go with it. You know, when I was with Roy, I always thought...
Young Roy? Is he the father?
No, look, I told you last night. We broke up long before.
But does he know whoever it is?
Not yet.
Well, then you must tell him.
I intend to.
And what do you think he'll say?
I've no idea.
Well, I only hope he does the decent thing, dear.
But that's just it, he can't.
He's married?
No, but... well, he's sort of attached.
Then if you don't mind me saying so, dear, you are better off without him. You really are, because he doesn't sound the very reliable sort, trifling with the affections of two girls at the same time.
She's not a girl, she's a grown woman. And she's much older than him. You know, she's spoilt rotten too. She expects to get everything she wants. If only she would let her claws go. Maybe there'd be some hope for us.
You wouldn't by any chance be talking about Mickey Doyle at the leisure centre, would you?
Look, Mrs. Meacher, you mustn't say anything, please.
Well...
Okay, well, there you are. That's your bathroom sink unblocked, Mrs. M. We didn't have all this problem before these girls came here, washing their hair every 5 minutes of the day.
Mrs. Meacher, please.
OK, I promise.
Thanks.
Aye. What's that then? Falling out with a boyfriend, is she? It's marvellous, isn't it? Normally the lodgers we have here just go to bed, get up in the morning, have their scoff, go to work. No problem, you know. But this lot, they're turning us into a couple of agony aunts.
That's typical of men, isn't it? Not an ounce of compassion or understanding or moral fibre in any one of you.
I've just cleaned your bathroom sink, what's the matter?
You mean you never had your own bedroom?
Of course not. I shared with our Gail, didn't I?
Must have been very cramped.
Yeah, I suppose it was.
Still, they say it leads to a great community spirit.
Yeah, well, we never needed no alarm clock. Could always hear next door's going to make tea first thing in the morning. As soon as you heard the whistle, it was time to get up.
Very cosy.
It was.
You know, it was bad enough having to share with Barry. If I had to live that closely with one of my family, I would go mad.
Well, what's the point in having a family if you don't all stick together?
Maybe. Yeah, I was always happiest when Joe was around.
Where did you live?
Well, we had a townhouse in Eaton Square, a place in the country, various villas abroad. It was all very different from this.
You miss it?
No, I much prefer to live in a tacky little chalet in King's Oak. Know what I do miss? That's the Muse house, Joe's and mine. Had bags of character, and it was actually ours.
What happened to it?
Well, that is a very long story. So now you know why I long for the days when there was always a dainty female hand around to arrange the flowers.
Pity, I'm lousy at that.
You can cook, then?
Yeah, well, you can't live on carrot cake.
I'm sure we can find other diversions to while away the time.
Could we?
How about it, Hobbsy?
Psst. Cute little redhead. 34, 22, 34. Doesn't matter about the hype, she's got to be potty about Vindaloo's. What? Well, that's what your hall porter's supposed to do, isn't it, you know? Fix up lonely gentlemen.
Cut it out, Barry.
Oh, all right. Well, how's it going, then?
Oh, it's going great. It really is. Oh, excuse me. Oh, thanks very much.
I'll take those.
No, it's all right, Mr... yeah, all right, Mr. Darby.
See you later, then, mate.
Yeah, see you later.
Hasn't Mr. Wentworth arrived yet?
Oh, he's just gone through to the kitchens.
Oh, right. Well then, kid, reckon you'll make MD by next week?
Week after, maybe.
Lambert, don't you think it would be a good idea if you spent more time looking after our guests rather than talking to your friends?
Wow, who's the lucky lady?
Mrs. Freeman, as it happens.
I thought she weren't due back till next week.
She isn't.
Somebody's keen, then. What's bugging the old surplus?
What is it, Anne-Marie? Do you want to tell me? Is there anything I can do?
No, look, I'm fine now, thanks. I'm sorry about that. I didn't mean for you to come walking in and catch me crying my eyes out.
Well, we can't always control these things.
I ought to be able to, though, when I'm working.
If only we could keep all our problems neatly filed away, how simple life would be. Are you sure I can't help?
No, look, thanks all the same.
Well, in that case, we'd better hand me to whoever is waiting outside so patiently. Come in! Oh, Mr. Darby, sorry to kept you. Oh, could that be to patch up a lover's quarrel?
They're for Mrs. Freeman, sir.
A week early?
Well, whoever has sent them has got the dates mixed up.
Oh, be very anxious for her return. Oh, Mr. Darby, would you like to send Roy over to the leisure centre with this? Mrs. Chance left it for Mickey. It's some sort of an urgent shopping list. She had to dash off into town and she won't be back till after 6.
I'll take it. I need to get some files over there anyway.
Fine. Go through the grounds. Some fresh air will do you good.
Okay.
Sir, about Lambert.
Yes. How is he shaping up? I must say he seems very keen, eh?
Oh, well, he's completely unnecessary. I mean, does Mrs. Freeman know that we've taken on a member of staff who is, in my opinion, completely surplus to requirement?
If you have any comments to make in that respect, Mr. Darby, I would suggest you take the matter up with Mrs. Chance. It was entirely her decision. One, however, which I must say I fully endorsed.
Oh, hi. I'm thinking of joining. Is it possible to have a quick look round?
Yeah, I've got one of the girls to share around. Howdy, Sheriff.
I'm not a chef. I'm a baddie.
I should have guessed.
Your shopping list from Mrs. Chance. She'll have to go into town.
Oh, you're right, thanks.
She's got you well trained, hasn't
Cut
she?
it out, Anne-Marie.
Still, I suppose she's always had people at her bed.
Steph, could you show this young lady around the facilities, please? Be careful, though, of dangerous Dan McGraw there.
I'm not Dan, I'm Andy.
Sorry, dangerous Andy McGraw.
It's this way. Mickey, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be nasty, but I've got to talk to you.
I told you there's nothing to say.
There was a time when you used to care.
Can't you get it into your head? We're through. Finish, right?
When you were 3 years old, we tied you to the central reservation of a motorway.
Having a child
You're like a homing pigeon. You were back within the week, sweetie.
brings out that protective mothering instinct.
She scored. Hang on. Darling, sweetie. Oh, hurrah! Having a hot flush.
You're standing too close to the kettle.
And an absolutely fabulous teenage rebellion. Tuesday from 9 on UKGold.
Organics invents Aquafoam, a miracle transformation combining the purity of water and the effectiveness of our mousse. 20% less heaviness. Feel the difference. Body and shape with none of the heaviness. Organics equals life equals beauty.
Crazy, isn't it? But just how many of you all over the country are doing this every year? Every time you pay your buildings insurance along with your mortgage, you could be literally throwing your money away. And throwing it away year after year after year. Until you do this. Switching your buildings insurance from your mortgage provider to Direct Line could save you up to 30%. So stop throwing your money away and go to Direct Line instead. Go on, try them. See for yourself. Call 0181 686 8877.
They've let us keep your appendix as a souvenir. Hello, Fridge. Give me the trousers. Good Lord, that's exciting.
Shooting stars and men behaving badly. Wednesday from 9 on UKGold.
You mean corny things like chocolates and flowers actually impress you?
I didn't say they impress me. I said a girl likes to be wooed, and you can leave out the chocolates.
I thought I was wooing you with candlelight dinners.
I'm sure Mrs. Freeman gets those, and she gets flowers.
You'll be wanting me to write you poetry next.
It's up to you, innit, sunshine? But if you really want a living carrot cake maker...
Come in. Ah, can I help you?
Hello. Hi, Andy. What you doing here?
Well, we're thinking of joining. If you have special rates for single-parent families, that is. The doctor says swimming's the best thing for him to get him completely fit again.
Andy's the boy who Barry got involved with in over the accident.
Ah, right. Well, we'll soon get you fixed up, won't we?
You want a cuppa?
No, thank you.
I just made one.
I have just said no, thank you.
Okay. I'll go up and clean those windows you keep on to me about after. Oh, come on, Mrs. M. All I said was leave them alone. They won't thank you. She'll forget about it this time next week with all the other boys she runs around with. Do you want to bet?
Sydney, this is not some trivial quarrel. She won't have forgotten. The poor girl's going to have a baby.
A kid? Oh, great. That's all we need, isn't it?
How can you think of yourself at a time like this?
Do me a favour, Mrs. M. I'm not thinking about myself. I'm thinking about the girl. So those weren't tears of happiness for the event, are
Oh,
they?
well, I gather she'd be delighted if she thought he would.
What do you mean he's not chuffed about it?
He doesn't know yet.
Oh, no. It's not young Roy, is it? That'll probably scupper him, that would, at this time.
No, it is not young Roy, and I don't see that that's a factor. But it would certainly scupper her, as you put it.
Poor old Anne-Marie. Still, he might turn up trumps, you never know, and she could get that white wedding that she's been looking forward to, couldn't she?
It's not quite like that, Sydney. He's not free.
What do you mean, he's hitched?
About to be. It's that Mickey Doyle. Do you know, and I always thought he was such a nice man.
Mickey Doyle, he's knocking about with Mrs. Charles.
Exactly.
What a two-timing so-and-so, eh? Hey, does Mr. Charles know about this?
No, nobody knows, and nobody must know, because I promised Anne-Marie. Now, Sydney, you won't say a word, will you?
Me? Huh. My lips are sealed, Mrs.
They
M.
better be.
Right, Steph, I'm off. Listen, if you need anything, Lorraine will be out in a couple of minutes, so Mr. Chance at 2, okay?
What is it, Steph? It's lunchtime in there. We're madly busy. For you? Oh!
Secret admirer?
Nah, microfilm's hidden in the middle. I'm really a mole for MI5. Hello, enjoy your lunch.
Oh, smashing, thanks. I'm not too sure what he made of the vegetarian lasagna, but he certainly enjoyed the apple crumble, didn't you?
Oh, hi.
Well, look who's here. I told you you'd see him, didn't I?
Well, what do you think of the place, sport?
Is this where you work?
Not exactly here. Another part of the motel. No, I just came for a swim. Get me some muscles like yours.
Can I go for a swim?
I've told you, Pest. The doctor says not for a couple of weeks yet, and then you can go not as often as you like.
Oh, we've got to obey doctor's orders, haven't we?
Hey, but I tell you what, it's such a lovely day. We could wait for Barry, and then we could go down to the village and buy some cheese and buns and have a picnic.
Well, I think I'm on duty tonight.
Well, that's all right. We've plenty of time. It's only one. We don't have to go far.
Mr. Darby, have you seen Roy?
No, I don't know where he is, and I don't care.
I've got to move some tables in the restaurant.
Well, if you give me a few minutes, I'll come and give you a hand.
Oh, no, Mr. Arnaud said to get Roy.
I bet he did. Well, Roy isn't here, and as far as I'm concerned, he can make that situation permanent.
I told you I had to talk to you.
And I told you there's nothing to say. What the hell do you think you're doing coming here anyway?
It's all right. She'll be gone for ages. She had to go to the accountants in Birmingham.
Oh, you've got it all worked out, haven't you?
Can I come in then?
Come live with me and be my love, and we will all the pleasures prove, a haven of enchantment make, with poems and flowers and carrot cake. Brilliant.
It's not exactly Wordsworth, but I dare say he couldn't play Don't Cry for Me Argentina on a paper and comb.
Can you?
My dear child, I didn't spend my early years at an incredibly expensive public school for nothing.
Oh, Daniel.
Oh, a couple of quid's worth of daisies and she's anyone's.
Want to know why?
I already know why, because I'm so lovable.
No, it's because you're vain and arrogant and difficult and funny and a pain in the neck and impossible. And you're thoughtful and you make me laugh.
And you've missed out incredibly good looking.
I hadn't really noticed.
Have either of you seen Anne-Marie?
No.
Oh, she was not perhaps in the Hell's Bar. I know she often lunches there.
Yeah, well, she usually does, but she wouldn't be there now. I mean, it's gone 3.
Oh, precisely. She's not anywhere, and she should have been back at 2.
Didn't you leave no message?
No message.
Well, that's women for you. I'd have them all replaced by robots.
Better now?
Yes, thanks.
Look, I didn't mean to cause you any pain. I didn't deliberately mislead you. The whole thing only lasted a day or 2. I mean, we both knew it was no big deal. If we hadn't both been lonely in the same boat at the same time, then this would never have happened. Look, what I'm trying to say is, you've got to stop doing this to yourself. You're just tormenting yourself. Find a guy who's free to love you the way you deserve to be loved. Believe me, I'm right.
No, you're not, Mickey. I can't forget about us, because it's not us that's involved. I'm pregnant, Mickey.
The Carrington dynasty awaits after the break here on UK Gold, so do stay with us.
Settle into September with UK TV.
I've never seen nothing like it in all my life.
There's a change in the air. From Surbiton to Holland, with creatures both furred and feathered.
Oh, I am tempted.
UK Gold brings you the girls from Chigwell right from the beginning.
Wait for me, Chasey. Wait for me and all, Sharon.
From a life of crime to a life of crime.